What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Josh, back with another video. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys go down and smash that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on so you guys do not miss out on any new drops. And go check out some of my older videos. I got some dope videos for you guys, all type of content. Check those out. But yeah, man, as you guys can see, I'm pretty sure you guys noticed your boy's looking super rough. I mean, I haven't had a haircut in probably like a month and a half, maybe 2 months. I stopped counting like a while ago, so I don't know how long it's been, but your boy needs some surgery. And today is the day. I'm about to go get me a chop. I might get me like a mid fade, cut the top down to like a one guard open maybe. And I'm about to be keeping that beard, you know, real thick, real high. About 2 months ago, I cut my beard off all the way. I didn't really post it on social media, but since then, I haven't had a haircut and my beard's just been growing. So it kind of grew like kind of high where I want it to be. So when I get my cut today, I'm gonna keep it lined up super high. I want it to look super full. And yeah, man, your boy gonna look different after this cut. But in this video, that's not the only thing I'm gonna be doing. Today, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about my top clippers and trimmers that I've been using for the past couple months. So yeah, after your boy gets saved with this haircut, we're gonna head over to the shop so I can show you guys my station and my top clippers and trimmers that I've been using to this day that's been giving me my best haircuts and my honest opinion on all of them. So I'll see you guys when we get there. Yeah, man, so we in the shop with it, man. You know your boy about to get right. I jump through.
I mean, Waffle House is like right down the road.
Oh yeah, man, my boy Teddy got me right, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. It's my dog, Teddy Blends, man.
That's right,
looking
bro.
good. We made it to the shop, so let's jump right into the tools that I think, in my opinion, are the best to buy and my favorites right now that I'm using. If you are a barber and you keep up with all the new releases in the industry, I'm pretty sure you recognize that there are so many new clippers and trimmers coming out. Companies providing all new type of products to the industry, which is dope. In the beginning of your career, it's going to be a never-ending search for the best clippers that you like, which causes you to keep buying into the hype of new clippers releasing, and that gets very expensive over time. I'm at the point of my career where I'm very selective on what tools I'm buying, unless they have something about them that stands out to me, or I heard good things about them from other barber influencers who I trust and that are very knowledgeable with clippers when it comes to reviewing them to other models. All in all, I'm saying is that if you guys have a go-to system as far as like your favorite clipper and your favorite trimmer, don't be too quick to go out here and buy all these new ones and think they're gonna replace, you know, the ones that you've been using every day, because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna go back to the original ones that you were using that was giving you those lines that you really liked, that was giving you those fades that you really liked. Because I have a lot of clippers sitting around that I bought just because of the hype, and they really didn't live up to the hype, and I ended up going back to the ones that I was using before. So my honest opinion is, if you have anybody that you look up to on social media that's real knowledgeable about clippers and you like the way they cut, whenever you see them give an opinion on a clipper and they're telling you like, hey, these are better than these, or these are the new hitters, these are the new faders, like, you know, if you value their opinion, then you can go and buy them because you value their opinion and you feel like that'll be a good decision for you. But as far as like just going out here buying every new clipper, every new trimmer you see because people on social media are using them, doesn't mean that they're gonna work for you, because I've done that. I've bought a lot of clippers based off hype, a lot of trimmers based off hype, and I didn't even use them maybe like a couple weeks after. I just used them because they were new and I went back to my original ones. So yeah, keep that in mind. But unless you got the money to do it and you want to keep buying new clippers and keep being curious, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, because you might find a clipper that you really like that's better than the ones that you've used, because I have. But I'm real particular and I'm real selective on that, and it has to be something about them specifically that I'm buying them for. So yeah, let's get right into these trimmers. The trimmers I use are based off one brand you guys probably know, which is Babyliss, specifically the Babyliss Low Pro FX and the Babyliss FX3, and also the Gold FX, you know, the OG. They set the bar. So when Babyliss came out with these, I was super hyped because I was happy to see what they had coming next. Considering that the Gold FX were one of my favorite at the time, I still use them to this day, but the body style and the build of these were just different. So it kind of led me to go a different route, considering that I could use the same blades on these but have a different body style. It was just something to upgrade my arsenal, because I had the Gold Babyliss FX for a while. I bought those when they first came out originally. I had went to the Orlando Premiere Hair Show where they released, before they were released to the public. I went to that show specifically, man, to buy those trimmers because they were like the hottest things popping in the, you know what I'm saying, the industry, and they were all gold. So I mean, I couldn't wait to get my hands on those, specifically on the FX3s. You know, if you guys watched that video I did with these versus the Andys, I love the body style, I love the red. And I don't know if you guys know who Filthy Blends is. He came out with a mod that you can put the original babless blade on here. The FX3 originally came with its own blade that had its own bracket, so you couldn't take off the blade and put the original babless blade on because the bracket was made for that one blade specifically. But this right here was a major game changer for this trimmer, with the design and with me being able to put an original babless blade on it. It really just changed the game, and these right here are one of my favorites that I use. I'll use them in a video soon so you guys can see how they hit. And I know you guys might ask, why would I put a mod on it and change the blade to a blade that's already on the other clippers? Well, the blade that came with these, I really didn't like it. I wasn't a fan of it. Not saying that you can make it work. I've seen people do it, but for me it was too much of a hassle. They were too sharp. I didn't like the way I had to set the blade, and I felt like the original babless blade was just better to me. Actually, this isn't even the original one. This is the DLC blade, but it still cuts good. Just, you know what I'm saying, based on your opinion as a barber. Some people just like the Gold FX blade specifically. I feel like the Gold FX blade is the best blade out of all the babless trimmer blades. But on here, I just wanted to be different, and I put the DLC blade on it from the Low Pro FX. Really, with the body style of it, you know, it's really just like a modded trimmer. You know what I'm saying? It's just like having a car that you mod in your own specific way. I modded this trimmer in the way I liked it, and it cuts like I wanted to, so that's that trimmer. And with the babless Low Pro FX trimmers, I really like the design of these. I mean, they're short and compact. They fit in my hand real good. Some people might say they're too small. It just depends. I don't have really big hands, so they feel perfect in my hand. And on these, I put the babless, I put the original Gold FX babless blade on here, and on my other pair, I have the original DLC blade, just like the one I have on my FX3. These trimmers are dope. I mean, I feel like babless are my favorite. Not knocking any other brand. I think the wall detailers are dope. The new GTX EXO trimmers, I think those are dope too. I just feel like babless, they really just are setting the bar when it comes to trimmers. I love their blades. I love how strong their motors is, and they're just super smooth. Now, I did have some problems with my babless blades. Sometimes start to snag and catching hair, but I think it came from dropping them. So it was just so easy for them to mess up. But lately I haven't dropped any of my trimmers, thank God. And the reason why I put the Gold FX blade on this trimmer, even though it doesn't come stock like this, I feel like the Gold FX babless blade is the best one that you can put on any of your babless clippers. I feel like the way that they designed this was made for all around just super nice lines, debulking. And the other blades that they have, they kind of did, they went off the wall with it a little bit, did different things. I feel like it just gave options to people, but most of the people I know, they say that the Gold FX blade is the best blade, and I feel like you can't lose with this one. So I could have put this blade on the FX3, but I decided to put it on this one just to, you know, spice it up a little bit. Nothing can replace none of my babless trimmers right now until something else crosses my path that's good. The babless trimmers are the go-tos for me. Like I said, the babless Low Pro FX, the babless FX3, and the original Gold FX. If you guys don't have any one of those, I think you should cop them. You will love them. I mean, you can't go wrong with the babless blades on that trimmer. Now let's hop right into the clippers. So when it comes to my clippers, I do have a couple that I keep in rotation. All three of these will never let me down. If I had to use any one of them at any time of the day, all of them will get the job done. These are ones that kind of grew on me, and I kind of feel like they fit my style of cutting, and I can get smooth cuts out of them every time, no hassle. And I'm gonna start off with the Wahl Seniors, the OGs. Now, most barbers that you're gonna come across gonna say that Wahl, you know, the Seniors or the Magic Clips, you know what I'm saying, you can't go wrong having them in your arsenal. I mean, these are day one clippers. Most clippers that are made in the industry now are made off this style, but they've took it and did like their own twist with it. But I feel like Wahl hasn't really did anything new for me. That's why I haven't bought any new Wahl clippers. If it was up to me, I would just stick with these or the Magic Clips. But the Seniors are gonna be over the Magic Clips for me just because they're a little bit stronger. And the reason why I keep these in like my top favorite is because they've never let me down. I've been using Wahl Senior since the beginning of my career. When I first started cutting hair back when they started with the corded version, I kind of built my barber career off of Wahl. So that's why I have to keep these in the lineup. I really didn't have to mention them because, I mean, who doesn't like the original OG Wahls? I mean, everybody starts with these. Unless you're new in the industry, you're probably starting with like the Stylecraft or the Gammas or the Calibers maybe. But for me, I started with Wahl in the beginning of my career, and these will never let me down, so I have to keep these in the arsenal. These are go-to. I mean, you can't go wrong with these. So if you guys want a really solid clipper, I mean, the Wahl Senior is dope. So let's jump right into the next one. The next clipper and my top favorite is the new Caliber 50 cal BMGs. I won't say they're new. I'm kind of late to the party, but this guy on Instagram, his name is Morono, and he's a very intelligent barber. I really like his style and his craft and the way that he approaches the game. And when he started using these and he started talking about them, it really intrigued me, and I was real curious. I was like, yo, I really like those. They're kind of like, the way he described them was like my style of cutting, especially watching him cut. When you see a signature barber like that cuts a certain way, and they really, you know, barbers like that really care about what tools they use, because for them to get that same look, the tools have to be very consistent and the tools have to be good quality. So when I heard him talking about these, I was like, yo, I have to try those out. And he's not the only one that was talking about them. I seen a couple barbers over Instagram and over at YouTube that was really talking about them, and they were like, yo, these are like one of the top ones in the industry, so I had to cop them, and I can say these live up to the hype. So that's what, you know, earlier in the video when I was saying, you know, you got to be resourceful, find people that know what they're talking about. You can come across some dope clippers. I don't really buy a lot, but when I see certain people talking about certain clippers, I have to go try them out. A couple things about these, because I haven't done a review on them, so you guys probably don't really know much about them, but I think it has a 3-hour runtime. It has the notch levers just like on the Babyliss, and the blade is a FAV blade. It also comes with a taper blade in the box, and it comes with different lids. You can make it gold, silver, or you can keep it all black. I'm keeping it all black. One thing that stood out about these to me is that you could hear the hair being cut with these, and they're very strong. It's a magnetic motor. Usually I wasn't a big fan of the notch lever because I felt like with the notch lever it limited you. So when you're fading, you have to like fade in that zone because it's not a free flowing lever. With the Wahls, I used to love those. Well, I still love them, but I used to love those because with a free flowing lever, you can put the lever anywhere you want. And sometimes on some people's hair, you have to have the lever at a certain level to get a certain line out. So when you have notches, you're only limited to those notches. So what if that notch that you're in doesn't work? You have no other place to go. But these right here really got the job done. I don't know if it's the way the blade is made, but these right here work perfectly for me. And I've been using these like non-stop for like the past month. These are my go-tos right now. Out of all the clippers I'm going to show you, these are #1 so far. And like I said, my other ones, they're dope. I mean, I can go to them anytime, get any kind of haircut done, but right now these are my favorite. So the last clipper and my top clipper arsenal I'm going to be talking about is the Babyliss Low Pro FX. And one of the main reasons why I got these clippers was because I didn't like the original Babyliss clipper that they had. I had a hard time with those. Those were probably one of my worst clippers that I ever used. I felt like I could never just get the job done with those, especially getting the bald line out. I don't know why. So when they came out with these, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to give them another chance because they came out with a new clipper. Maybe something about this clipper is going to be, you know what I'm saying, better than the original one. And they put this, I forgot what they call this blade. I don't know if it's a wedge blade, but it's kind of like a taper blade mixed with a fade blade kind of. And this blade is dope. I remember I used to have this blade on my old, I think they were called the FX 673s. If you guys know those new black and gold clippers that Babyliss came out with, it was the original versions of those, and it had this blade on it. So I felt like, yo, it's a new clipper. It has the wedge blade on it, and I was like, it has like the click levers. I wasn't a fan of it, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try because it's a new product in the industry. And especially when they came out with the Low Pro FX trimmers, I was like, you know what, I gotta get the set. I seen a lot of people saying good things about this, so I had the cop. And another thing I like about these clippers is the overall ergonomics of the clippers. I mean, it has like this little area right here for your thumb, and it's kind of made off the body style of like the Wahl Seniors and, you know, the Wahl Magic clips. Like I said, most clippers are made based off the original Wahl body style, so I mean, you can't really knock it. It's dope. These clippers are also like very smooth. They're quiet too. When I first got these, they were like one of my favorites at the time until I got my calibers. I was using these like super heavy, but they're not too far apart. If you guys don't already have these are a good cop too to add to your arsenal. You can't go wrong with these, the Seniors or the Calibers. Right now, those are my top 3 clippers that I will use any time of the day if I had to. They all get the job done for me. They fit my style of fading, and all you have to do is make sure you have them set right. Most clippers have to be 0 gap right, and you'll be smooth with them. You know what I'm saying? As long as you feel like you can get through haircuts easily with them, they cut through bulk good, they don't really drag. That's some of the major things that you want to pay attention to. And you guys, just to be clear, I haven't tried every clipper in the industry. I know there's a lot of new clippers with the company Stylecraft and Gamma. I've seen a lot of barbers using those, and I haven't tried them yet. But these are the ones that I've used and ones that I feel like are the best for me. They get the job done. They give me the type of results that I want, and that's what matters the most. If I ever come across any of the other brands, I'll let you guys know what I think about them. So yeah, you guys, that about wraps up this video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about my top trimmers and clippers up to date right now. These are the ones that I'm using. They're subject to change. I mean, we never know what happens in the barber industry. They might come out with something better, new and improved that I might like. But so far, these are the ones that's working for me, in my opinion. So I'm not saying go out and buy these in particular, but if you guys are looking for some solid clippers, these are some good pickups. It's all about your preference. Because they work for me good, you might not like them. I've seen clippers that I don't like that other barbers use, and I mean, it is what it is. But it's all about what gives you the best outcome as far as like your haircuts. You know what I'm saying? You want those clean lines, you want those clean fades. Whatever clipper makes it easier for you, I feel like those are the ones that you can stick to. It doesn't even matter. Somebody might be good with some Walmart clippers. They all do the same thing, cut hair, but whatever gives you the best outcome, that's what you should go with. So if you guys like this video, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and turn the notification bell on so you don't miss any new drops. And make sure you guys leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the video. And also, you guys can follow me on Instagram at JoshXBarber, like you guys see at the top of the video. It's your boy Josh. Peace.